But you know, obviously, just getting started here. You guys just heard from Coach Reed. Coach Reed has a wealth of knowledge, as you guys have all been around him long enough to know that and understand that. And you know, I'm very grateful and thankful for the time I got to spend with him, working with him, and learning all the things that he has. He has another wealth of knowledge of stories as well, as you guys understand that. And I will tell you right off the bat, I had 0 16mm film. Okay, I do have some VHS tapes and even some super VHS tapes, but I have no player to play them with. Okay, they're all digitized for me and DVDs digitized. So welcome to the new era. But you know, just want to thank you guys again for the opportunity to be here and speak in front of you. And right now, I'll just open it up for questions.
Talk about the new era. You're on the other side of the ball now. What's that been like? Yeah,
it's definitely a new era for me. It's a position that I have not played since the scout team in the Hayden Fry era, but it's a great position. I'll tell you what, I had no idea how much that position was involved in the offense until I started coaching it. It's very similar to linebacker. Linebacker, you have to know what the D-line's doing. You have to know what the linebackers are doing. You have to know what the secondary is doing, and then you coordinate and run the show defensively. Switching to the offensive side, I would venture to say that aside from the quarterback, there isn't a position on the field that has to know more than the quarterbacks, because you're involved in the run game, you're involved in the pass game, you're involved in the hots and the sights versus blitzes. You have to catch, you have to run. There's a lot that goes into it. And I've heard tight end coaches say that before, and I kind of snickered and laughed, because as a linebacker, you always just want to beat up tight ends because they hold and things like that, at least from the defensive side. But now seeing it, now I understand what they're talking about, because there's a lot that goes into it. You have to be a sharp guy to play that position.
Levar, what was the challenge like once you heard the news that was the shuffle, and what have you done to try to learn the position yourself as you're trying to teach it?
Sure. The challenge initially is just learning offense, right, and learning the position itself. And it's actually funny, an ironic story is after we left Jacksonville from the bowl game, I made my off-season to-do list right on my phone. I had it not on my pen and paper, not on my 16mm film, but on my phone. On my wonder list I made a list of things I wanted to do, things I wanted to accomplish this offseason. Right? And this is, again, I'm thinking I'm a defensive coach, but one was to learn offensive protections, learn why plays are called, when they're called, learn run blocking schemes, just so I could help me as a defensive coach. I did not realize that, fast forward a month, that I was going to be learning as an offensive coach. So it's been fast and furious for the last month, or 2 months really, but just learning the words that they speak with, the way that it's taught, and understanding, again, the run game and the pass game. The things that I think have been easier than I expected were understanding. Once I know the play, and once I understand where the tight ends are supposed to align in the offense, what the objective of the play is, it's easier to look at the defense and understand what they should do. And that, I think, comes from just defensive experience and knowledge on defense.
Going back to your playing career, Levar,